Don't threaten me with a good time. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about this ridiculous attack ad against Florida Governor Ron Desantis. Now, I think we can all agree that he is the best governor in the U.S. of A. I mean, I like my governor here in Tennessee, Bill Lee. I met him a few times. I think he's a great guy. I voted for him the first time. I'll vote for him again. I like Georgia Governor Brian Kemp. I know it's controversial, but I like him. I like Texas Governor Greg Abbott, but out of all the governors in the U.S. of A., I think that DeSantis is the best. And that's a threat to the left, because if he's to run for president or for governor again, whatever he decides to do, he'll have success in. So they want to stop him right now before he goes any further in his success. But this ad did not quite hit the mark. Now, before I go any further, let's roll the clip. In this clip, you'll see the so-called attack ad against Ron DeSantis. After we get done watching that, I'll come back. I'll talk about that ad. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents, my deep detail analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of your cabin crew, we'd like to inform you that we have officially entered Florida airspace. Now that we're making our final descent, please watch this short message from Governor Ron DeSantis on COVID-19. Thereafter, everyone on board will be required to comply with the state's forever purge.
We are not doing any vaccine passports in the state of Florida. We trust people to make their own decisions in this state. We are not going to be bludgeoning people with restrictions and mandates and lockdowns or any of that stuff.
As Governor DeSantis stated, while you're within state lines, you do not have to wear a mask. You do not have to get a vaccine. It is against the law for private businesses or schools to mandate masks or vaccines. And you have the absolute right to infect whoever you want, whenever and wherever with COVID-19. Thank you for traveling with us, and please enjoy your forever purge.
COVID-19 is surging again.
This is the time to double down.
The governor is doubling down. He says students shouldn't be forced to wear masks.
If you are trying to lock people down, I'm going to stand in your way.
Florida just requested 300 new ventilators.
Hospitals are filling up here.
There is evidence that children are making up much higher cases that are emerging.
The numbers continue to rise across Florida.
This fall, don't breathe in.
This is insane.
The Forever Purge, coming to a theater and live streaming networks near you.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, was that an attack ad or was that a campaign ad? I can't tell which one it was supposed to be, because I didn't see anything in there that was wrong. Not at all. Well, I saw some things that were wrong from the narration. I'll talk about that in a moment. But as far as Ron DeSantis talking about, we're not going to, force you to get this thing. If you don't want to get it, we're going to be free. We're going to be open. That's the American dream, ain't it? Land of the free, home of the brave. That's what they say, right? So why would that be a negative thing? Why is it a negative thing to go to sunny Florida, go to the beaches, go to, Disney World, Disneyland, whatever they got out there, hang out, have a good time? Okay, there's no vax mandates. It's free and it's open. This is why all the New Yorkers are going down there. This is why all the guys from Philly are going down there, snatching up alligators in the trash can, because they want to live in Florida. They don't want to live in Philly. They don't want to live in New York City, Boston, or Chicago, somewhere like that. They want to go down to Florida. We have seen this during the pandemic, right? We saw it. We saw the influx of New Yorkers. That's been happening for forever, for many, 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 many years before I was born, and I'm almost 40. But during this pandemic, we saw it happen at an exponential rate. Exponential. The streets of New York City pretty much emptied out and went down to Florida. Why? Is it because DeSantis is some kind of dictator of a governor, a bad person, wants to see everybody die from the bug? Is that what's going on? Or is it because they know that Florida is a great place to live, great place to raise a family, great place to retire, great for business, low taxes and everything else? I mean, come on. Everybody knows that's where it's at. That's why this attack ad didn't really go anywhere, because they tried to make it seem sinister with all the crazy music, and you got this B-roll footage, people burning masks, and you're trying to make it appear to be scary, like something you would see for a montage of The Purge, right? I guess that's what the whole thing was. It's the Florida Purge. What purge? What purge? If it's a purge, I can't tell. I mean, for something to be so scary and, you know, stand off, like you don't want to go down there, why is everybody flooding down there so much? Same thing where I live in Tennessee. They're talking about, oh, Tennessee's a hotbed of the virus and all this and that. But yet we're seeing Californians come by the jumbo jet load, by the boat load, by the train load, by the car load, on foot, hitchhiking, whatever they can do. They go to Nashville, they go to Gatlinburg, they go to Chattanooga, go to Memphis, wherever they want to go to escape California. If the policies of lockdowns and mandates and all this, that, and the third was so great, then why is there no big exodus to California? California's losing population. Illinois, losing population. New York State, New York City, both losing population. So I just don't understand. I think at a certain point, even those who are vaxxed don't like the mandates. They don't like the shutdowns. They don't like the masking. They don't like all these restrictions. They want to be able to live their life as normal. What was promised was, if you put this mask on, we'll get past it. Then it became, get this shot, we'll get past it. But now it's, everybody's got to get it. We got to stay shut down. They keep moving the goalpost. It's a constant, never-ending thing. And at a certain point, you still have to live your life. If you got kids and they want to go to school, they still got to be able to get educated. You can't just put a pause in your life and just stay there forever. You want to keep on living. So people are going to say, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm going to go to where I can live, to where I have freedom. After all, I am in America, especially if you are, you know, first generation immigrant family, immigrant person, whatever the case may be. First born in America, just came to America. You came to America for freedom. You didn't come to America to be oppressed. Maybe the same as in the country you were in before. Okay, let's say you escaped from North Korea and you come to America thinking that it's going to be so free and so open. You can do whatever you want, eat whatever you want, go wherever you want. And then they put you on lockdown. Then they put you in the mask. Then they say you got to get the shot. All these different things. For what, though? Why? And also, since there was such little to attack Ron DeSantis on, there was at least one big lie in the so-called attack ad talking about you can infect anyone that you want with the bug. I mean, really? Just because there's no vax mandate does not mean, it doesn't mean anything. It means nothing, because if there was a vax mandate, the transmission of the virus would be the exact same. Because again, and I'm going to say this every day until I get blue in the face, and that'd be kind of hard for me. So I'm going to keep on saying it forever. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky said that the vax cannot stop the spread. It cannot prevent transmission. She didn't say, oh, it has reduced ability to spread or reduce transmission. She didn't say anything like that. She said that this cannot stop transmission, period. So it doesn't even matter. They're talking about, well, you got to have this to protect others. It doesn't even work like that. All that the vax does is protect you, allegedly. I'm not sure how true that is, but that's what they say. I'm just telling you what they tell me. You know, I'm no scientist. I'm no doctor. I'm telling you what the federales have told us. But for some reason, private citizens and just regular normies in government, they say something different. I don't understand how that makes any sense. We know what it is from the federales. And if it's not that, then which one is it? If the CDC director says one thing and then some regular person from the government says something else, who's right and who's wrong? Who do I listen to? Or do I just pay this ad on mine and look at that as what it's supposed to be? this attack ad with all this scary music, I listen to that and say, oh, they're telling the truth. Not the CDC director, they're lying. I don't really get it. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to Ron DeSantis. You know you're doing a good job where they can't find anything on you. Surely there should be some kind of clip of him saying the thing, taken out of context and made into something that's racist or homophobic or transphobic or something like that. But it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. DeSantis is a bipartisan guy. Hey, if you want the vax, it's available. Senior citizens, we're going to make sure that they're prioritized. If you don't want it, it's fine. I'm not going to impose all these restrictions on you. Now, there may be some restrictions in some of the cities, but that's local government. That's not state government. That's not DeSantis doing that. So in short, Florida, great place to be, great governor, great people, and no kind of attack ads can make that be untrue. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this attack ad against Ron DeSantis? Did it do a great job? Did it convince you of how evil and hateful this man is? Whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. You guys pretty much know where I'm at. I think this ad was really ridiculous and super cringy, quite frankly, because you can tell they're trying really hard. They're trying super hard to attack this guy, but it's not working. And you know what? I have one question for anybody out there. You may agree with the ad. If you agree with the ad, please tell me why. Why do you, what about that ad speaks to you? Are you in favor of authoritarianism to the point where you can't do anything for yourself? Can make your own mind up? And it's weird because some people I see on the internet, they like that ad. They think it's a good ad and it makes sense. But there are some of the same ones who say, ACAB, all cops are bad, or whatever the B word may be in your mind. Defund the police. We hate the police. We hate cops. But yet you support this. I'm not sure how these things can be true at the same time. You hate the police, but you love the authoritarian nature of all these mandates and whatnot. I feel like people hate authority when they feel like it hurts them, but they love it when it benefits them. Personally, I'm not against police or authority. I'm just against unjust rules and regulations that sometimes the authorities are forced to enforce. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.